Okay, this video is for. I don't have a hook. I ain't got time for that right now because I'm. If you've ever wondered what a spiritual download looks like, this is it right here, right now. Okay, so, oh my God, if you have ever been like, oh, I just want clarity. Be careful what you ask for. Ah, I just want clarity in my life. Can you help me have some clarity? Clarity. I just want some. Or if you've been studying the Rune Dagaz, because you want clarity. You want the breaking, the dawn of the day. Don't you remember that was a horror movie? People seeing the light. Remember Carol Ann? Stay away from the light, Carol Ann. Sometimes it's scary as hell. So let me just tell you what just happened to me and what's been happening to me the last few days. So a dolphin told me, yes. Yes, I said what I said. And sometimes, even for us spiritual people, we're like, have I gone into the spiritual woo-woo land? So I moved from New Orleans to this very, very small town in Mississippi. And I know you're probably thinking, what the hell? I know. I said the same thing. Mississippi. I would say no offense to Mississippi, but anyway, so I moved because my central nervous system was just fried and I just needed some clarity over the next phase of my life. So when you ask for clarity, it's going to come one of three ways, just one of three. One of three. All right. Okay. And actually, the middle one is just a combination of the two. So I guess it would just be two. Lord, I think I almost shot your bird. But, okay. So, number one. It's going to be little pieces of clarity. So here's Dagaz. These are my alligator bones. Alligator bones from a voodoo priestess in New Orleans, y'all. The real deal. A real freaking deal. All right. Okay, so Dagaz. When you're working with Dagaz, Dagaz is one of the runes in the Elder Futhart. It's one of the ones that's at the latter end. It's in the third et. Okay, and et is just a series of 8. Series of 8. That's all that means. Clarity is going to come from a lot of different places. People that you have soul contracts with. Okay. And not all your soul contracts are good. Just know that sometimes it could be full of fuckery and bullshit. Alas. Okay, so it's going to come as like little breadcrumbs. Okay, so you're going along like this, living your life, and you get little breadcrumbs. Like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's like a treasure hunt. You're going from one, or a scavenger hunt. You're going from one place to the next. You're like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, and you're steadily evolving. Okay, if you're into self-development and spiritual development. If you're not, then this is not the video for you. You should have clicked off a long time ago. Or you can just stay and learn something. But sit down over yonder and be quiet. Okay, now, so you're going to get little pieces, little pieces. Now, the next way is Lord God. This is when I was little and my mama. Oh, hold on, let me tell you a story. Okay, so when I moved here because the dolphin told me to come here to Ocean Springs and live by the beach. Okay, I was getting, for about 18 months, I've just gotten little pieces of who I am, what I am, why I am, what to do, how to do it. This is why this happened to you. Okay, life has no meaning except for what you give it. Okay, for what the lessons that you want to learn from it. All right. Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. Go read it. Now, so little bits and pieces. Now, like I said, that's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. And in your physical body, it will cause you to sometimes overeat, and will also cause you to have anxiety. Because you're always worried and your mind's just ruminating, just overthinking, like all these little hamsters on the wheel. Okay, the other way it's going to happen is like this. Bam! The light switch just done got turned on. Actually, it's like somebody just took your eyelids and just ripped them off your head. That was very graphic. Oh my God, that was so violent. Oh my God, like some type of horror movie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that. But I said it. I can't take it back. Okay, so, yeah, and it's like somebody did like this. Whoa! Okay, not only did they do like that, isn't that from a horror movie? Not only did they do like that, but they shine a light in it. That hurts. That literally hurts. And it will cause your brain to explode, implode. Can it do that at the same time? I don't know if it can do it at the same time, but that's what it feels like. And you actually feel like that all over your body. You just feel like you're exploding and imploding. You're like, oh my God, I can't take this. Oh my God, I can't take this. So I was just out for a walk a few minutes ago, and that happened to me. And I had to like get from the side of the road where I was walking over into somebody's driveway. And if they saw me, I don't care. But I literally had to just stand there like this and just get control of myself, because it was just too much. It was just too much. My mama did. She used to come in my bedroom as a little girl and she would go, "Arise and shine, for the light has come." For someone who did not go to church that much, even though she was raised Southern Baptist, but for someone who was a smoking, cussing, sinning creature that broke all of I shouldn't be talking about my mama like that, but she sure did know the Bible. She does. She sure does know the Bible. And she's one of the most positive people I have ever come across. Make you sick. Anyway, she did. We would be dead asleep. Dead asleep. And she would come in our bedroom at the wee hours of the morning to get us ready for school and just turn the motherfucking light right on. And I remember thinking as a child, I could shake your ass right now. But we don't think those things. We have love and respect for our mama. But I do remember being so mad that she would turn that light on. Okay, and sometimes that is how Dagaz will come. It will turn the light on. And y'all, that will bring a whole host of things happening to your body. Like right now, like seriously, you probably want to drug test me. If you have made it this far in the video, you're like, yeah, she's had a little bit too much caffeine. Actually, I haven't. She's had a little water. She's had a little bit too much pre-workout. Nope. Pre-workout is stimulant free. Okay. Maybe she is back on the nose candy. Nope. Quit that in the early 2000s when I lost my house and almost lost my kids. Okay. So, oh my God. Like my heart is just racing, and it all like everything in the past. It just all makes sense. It just all makes sense. And I am so clear. I've always felt like I was on a mission. I've always known that I was on a mission. I've always known what my purpose was. Always. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to do it, but I've always known this one word was my purpose, and it was transformation. Transformation, not just me, but other people. Why do you think I became a bodybuilder? All makes sense. Okay. Now, the third way, okay, so the first way is little breadcrumbs. Bloop, 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 bloop. And that causes physical problems and mental and emotional problems. And then you have, like my mama, somebody turns a light, divine source turns a light switch all of a sudden. And that brings its own physical, emotional, spiritual problems. I am going to have a heart attack right now. I can barely breathe. Whew, holy moly. Okay, and the other way, I don't know, I think this third way, the combination of the two may be the most frustrating and may be the most difficult, because that's what I'm going through right now. Is this. You get some breadcrumbs, you're going along, like I've been living here in this really small conservative town. But it is precious, y'all. It is so precious here. It is like a Hallmark Christmas village. Okay, so I've been going along for about 18 months with all these little breadcrumbs. Bloop, 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 bloop. And Spirit's been saying, don't get too still now. Don't get too comfortable, because you're getting ready to shift. You're just getting little pieces of the puzzle together. Lord have mercy. You know, like when you're putting a jigsaw puzzle together and you put in that last piece and you're like, oh my God, I can see the whole picture now. Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. That happened to me. That has been happening to me the last few weeks. The light has just fully come on. And the light literally finished coming on this morning. This freaking morning. I have had so many things fall into place. People show up. Things just happen. The road just made open to me. No, not one penny, not one dime, not $1 had anything to do with it. It's all connection. all energy, all flow. Woo and the way. Woo way. Oh my God. So yes, you can go along and be getting breadcrumbs. Bloop, 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 and then bam! And it all makes sense. But let me tell you what you have to do for any of those three things to happen. I should have said this first. Wouldn't that have been the hook? But I don't have time to be going through the steps and stuff about like how to construct the proper video. This message gonna find the right person that it's supposed to find. All right? All right. Okay, so you have to take the first step. I know, doesn't that just sound like some bullshit? It does. That sounds some woo-woo. But I think it was Martin Luther King Jr. that said, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just have to take a step. And there is no such thing as a right step or a wrong step. You just have to take a step with intention. Intention's all that there is. Just take the first step with intention, like I'm going and I'm going to go like on the hero's journey. I'm just going on a quest. I'm going on a quest of self-discovery, self-development, and I am going to live a life that is full of passion and purpose so that I can lift up consciousness around me. Now, I did that when I worked minimum wage at a health food store. I did that putting myself through school, going to cosmetology school. I did that doing people's hair. And I did nails and pedicures too, but mainly hair. I did that when I did transformation with hair. And I'm doing it now with nutrition coaching and wellness and spiritual coaching and fully embracing my psychic medium gifts that I've had I've had them my whole life and in various incarnations, but embracing them fully in this lifetime. Y'all, I don't even know how to end this video or to say, in conclusion. One of my sons told me to start doing that, not say in conclusion, but he goes, Mom, you need to wrap up your videos a little bit better. So, okay, so I guess in conclusion, no. Number one, you got to take a step. You got to take a step, all right? You got to take a step. Just the one step. And it really doesn't even matter in which direction. Just take a step. Okay, just take a step. And then after you take the step, the clarity is going to come one of three ways. And it's going to be difficult. And you're going to have physical responses any of the ways that it comes. But don't be asking for something if you're not ready to deal with the consequences. All right? Now, you may not know how you're going to deal with it, but just know that you're going to have some fallout. Cause and effect, all right? Just be ready for the effect. Be like, I don't know how it's going to come, but I'm not going to be stupid and think that it's going to be easy, because it ain't. It ain't. Ain't. It goes way beyond is not. It's ain't. It's on that level. Okay, here's is not. It is not going to be easy. And this is where you are. It ain't. It ain't easy. Okay, now be ready to deal with that. And then know it's going to come one of those combination of ways. All right. All right. Now, you know what? I am going to end this. I am going to end this properly. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go hydrate. I'm going to put some love. I'm going to go love on myself. I'm going to go put some electrolytes in this water, because when you vibrate this high, it is so hard on your body. Your physical body can only do so much, because it's down here. A totally different state of matter than your spiritual body. All right? Okay, didn't you learn that in 3rd grade? They might even be teaching that now in kindergarten or pre-K. Okay, so I'm going to go get some water. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, y'all, I'm moving. So I got a big ass mess behind me, but I'm going to clear off a place, and I'm going to put my legs up, and I'm going to do some breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Pause for 4. 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. All right, loves. Go hydrate, and let's all breathe together. I love you. And we end this together.